It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He's brought down by Shaq Thompson.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Option play, and Hill will keep it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And he'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's the reason we go for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Stafford here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Alvin Kamara.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang. Had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
He's now on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
With the carry for Carolina. He's brought down at the 15.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Saints 7, Panthers nothing.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's is not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker, and the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now this time, Brees will throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stafford on 3rd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? if you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Kamara. And he'll be blocked down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater to the right side and complete to Thomas. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something...
He's got a man complete. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means there's one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. That's a fumble. This is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. To throw again. Stafford going for the deep ball. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that will be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On the return, Harris. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Going quickly here to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Saints 21. Panthers 6.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 16-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
1st down, Panthers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
On the ground, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
21, Panthers 13.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offensive formula. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Carolina.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. A sideline pass. That's caught by Towers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw.
Fighting He's targeted. It's Ward. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation. Yeah. Now you're wondering why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to throw here. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Stafford. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Down some clock with Kamara. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run from the shotgun with Murray.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Saints, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.